get up in the morning, I want to come to work, and the first thing I see is the old rusty chains going up our gates and the crab cutouts and the salmon that our welders have made through the years, and some of the history. It's just, I feel the history before I even walk in the door. I get an appreciation for the working guys out there, the guys that really get dirty, that have to lift heavy iron beams and heavy wood planks. This is a shipyard that is a slice back in time. Pacific Fishermen Shipyard, which was founded in 1946 by 400 Norwegian heritage fishermen and their wives. And it's been a shipyard here since the 1870s. Today is primarily a repair yard where we do anywhere from $10 to $12 million worth of just strictly repairs to the vessels to keep them seaworthy. We're in the heart of Ballard. That surprises people to see 2 or 3 acres of industrial activity right in the middle of what they thought was a sidewalk area. People would like to turn it into a park and condos and that sort of thing. And I have a board of 9 Norwegian Heritage board of directors that guide me and keep me on track to the principles of maintaining a shipyard here just like their grandfather had, and we hope that their children will see and their grandchildren in the future.
A storied Seattle shipyard located in the heart of the Ballard neighborhood is attempting to branch out from its traditional lines of revenue. How? They've tapped the marketing skills of MBA students from the Foster School of Business.
I'm Doug Dixon, General Manager of Pacific Fishermen Shipyard and Electric. It's been operated since the 1890s. Joshua Green's Bailey Gatzert was built here, the world's largest tug in 1925, and Jacques Cousteau's Calypso and John Wayne's Wild Goose were built here in the 40s as minesweepers. It's built many of the crab boats for Alaska and various other vessels, but now it's primarily a repair yard trying to survive the downturn in the blue-collar industries. Consolidation of shipyards. In 2009, Congress passed the American Recovery Act, of which they had a small shipyard segment of $100 million to pass out to approximately 50 shipyards throughout the United States. We were one of the lucky ones to get close to $1 million grant to increase jobs and productivity both in the shipyard, and we're doing that through purchasing some machinery, including a high-tech, high-heat paint booth and associated environmentally friendly sandblast facility using steel grit. We're very hopeful and believe that the Foster School of Business can come up with a marketing plan, study the competition, and help us realize full utilization of these facilities.
So we're hoping to really drive that home. They already know the marine business, but we want to get in there and give them a good lead on the non-marine business.
First of all, this is the first stimulus funding project I came to that comes standard with tiki bar and table chairs. We have one of the best maritime sectors in the world. We build boats here, we fix boats here. It's not just history, it's amazing history, but it's not just history, it's the future too. It's one of our strongest economic sectors, and it's a growing sector, and one we should be really proud of.
My name is Calvin Burnett. I'm originally from Oakland, California. I got involved in the program through Ring Youth Center, and I've been doing this since March 2010.
Calvin was a very hard worker. We liked his work ethic in particular. He showed up every day. He had the idea that he wanted to work, and that's what we appreciate, people that want to work.
They were very, very accepting to the fact that they had this young guy coming in with no experience, eager to learn.
Calvin, I think, in particular, gained an appreciation for what it's like to work a full 8-hour day, to work hard during that 8-hour day, to sweat during that 8-hour day, and get an appreciation for the working world. Oh no, there goes the Cascade Mariner. Come on, come on. God damn. Where are they going? No. Well, this is what you call missing the boat. I'm Doug Dixon, General Manager at Pacific Fisherman Shipyard. I like to say that we run a tight ship around here. We build and repair boats here, primarily for the king crab fisher. We have a lot of sophisticated machinery for taking care of their needs. 2 marine railways that can lift out to 600 tons, and we have a 3rd screw lift dock that can lift a 600-ton vessel as well. Regulars here include the deadliest catches, Northwestern and the Wizard and
Far West Leader, Sea Star.
They all call this home to have their vessels repaired.
Doug's Chaos. Organized chaos.
We have all this dirt and crap here they need to clean up. This is not satisfactory. When was the last time it was vacuumed?
It's been a while.
Well, then why doesn't it happen?
Doug's an intense individual. Doug can be hard on you.
These are supposed to be covered. They've been asked to cover them and they just don't get around to covering them. Heads are gonna roll.
Doug's Chaos. Organized chaos.
Welcome to Pacific Fisherman Shipyard. This has been a shipyard since 1870. A fellow named Saunderson and a bunch of other Norwegians had it. And they built steamboats like the Bailey Gatzert were built here back in the 1870s. This is the helm from a standard minesweeper. 120 footers that were built here during the war, about a series of 10 of them. 2 of these went on to be famous, John Wayne's Wild Goose and Jacques Cousteau's Calypso, built right on the railway out here we're going to see in a minute. And over here, John, we have a rather famous vessel, the Northwind, that we're doing some refit work to it. The Northwind was built in 1930 in Wisconsin area and went over during the war, and Winston Churchill took it over for MI-9 service.
So we got John Wayne, Winston Churchill, and Jacques Cousteau.
All in one shipyard. So in 1946, after the war, this was still the Ballard Marine Railway. And 400 Norwegian heritage fishermen and their wives wanted a place to fix their boats, so the 400 of them plunked down $300 each and decided to have a co-op, and they purchased it from the Ballard Marine Railway as a co-op. Most of those 400 original shareholders are around today on the 3rd and 4th generation of ownership. John, if you take a look around, you'll see a lot of salt cod hanging around this joint. We get, the fishermen are always bringing us salt cod down. They salt them in the lazarette and they give them to us, and we just put that in a pail of water, soak the salt out of it, and we have a nice afternoon snack.
There you go.
Okay, where we're going now, John, is this is the sacred territory.
Is this the Oakham Loft here?
That's right, yeah. So this is where the corkers, the corkers are the shipwrights, and the corkers are famous for having their little mallet, and they have corking irons.
Yeah.
And this is this sound. Oh baby. That's the famous sound that you hear whenever anybody's making a wooden boat watertight. That's oakum, often called hemp. It's the male version of marijuana that is made and used for hundreds and hundreds of years for making ships watertight.
Right.
This is our ship chandlery store. We have every nut and bolt known to man here.
Walking around Pacific Fisherman with Doug Dixon feels a lot like visiting a museum, but this is truly a living museum, and much more than just a museum, actually. It's a place where the past, the present, and the future really come together in the ongoing story of Seattle's maritime industry.
And there is a request over for Erling that in the the Knights area, that there not be too much food. If in the next couple minutes you could chow down what you got, as soon as the king goes through, you can get another load. Sign up with a big sheep plant, and I fell off for the 17th of May parade. That's a John Deere with a propeller on it.
Very nice to see you again. Yeah. I have to say hello to your daughter.
I've seen it, yes.
And I heard you like to fish salmon. Yeah, I do. In my opinion, you've got to go to Alaska and go fish some salmon. Trident Seafoods has a boat, the Annandale. Yes. And if you go for 3 days, you will have the best time of your life. Yeah. I promise. For me? Yeah, I'm the Kings fan, yes. Seattle should be proud. I know I am.
This is Pacific Fisherman Shipyard in Ballard, home port to many of the boats in the Bering Sea crab fishing fleet. Hello everyone, I'm Como 4's Mike Ferreri. The Hansen family of Seattle has been fishing for crab on the deadly Bering Sea for decades on their boat, the Northwestern. The Hansen brothers are the stars of the TV show Deadliest Catch, but that hasn't changed them one bit.
We're here at the 2014 Pacific Marine Expo. To old guys like me, it's Fish Expo, but now it's Pacific Marine Expo. It takes care of work boats and everybody else. Pacific Fisherman Shipyard has been here for since the beginning. It's important to hold the banner and to show that you're here in business and you're here to serve the industry. People come to Pacific Marine Expo because everything is here under the sun. Here we are at Fish Expo 2015, and my friend Nicky here came over from Japan, and he represents Mikasa and Kemmel. And Mikasa, you can see, brought their basketball, but more important, Kemmel has come up with a new bearing. Kampai. Okay, it's Doug Dixon here at Pacific Marine Expo 2017.
16, isn't it?
No, oh yeah. Quite a selection here this time. We got the storm-tossed rye from the Northwestern and the storm-tossed rye from Cornelia Marie. And we're doing a little taste test here, and people are saying without a doubt Northwestern is the #1 rye whiskey at Pacific Marine Expo. Pacific Marine at Pacific Marine Expo
2019.
2016.
City of Seattle, Office of the Mayor, Proclamation. Whereas Pacific Fisherman Shipyard has demonstrated its commitment to the community, I hereby declare this Pacific Fisherman Shipyard Day. The 12th Annual Puget Sound Maritime Education Award presented to Doug Dixon by Ballard High School's Ballard Maritime Academy.